Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and the next part of our Avengers Endgame countdown series kicks off with the first big event in the MCU. That is the original The Avengers. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos daily. You can also find me over at Twitter and Instagram at Movie Guy 365. Finally, we get to the big one as far as MCU movies go, and that is the first team-up movie for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and that is, of course, the Avengers. So it brings everybody together: the Hulk, Captain America, Iron Man, Black Widow, Hawkeye. So yeah, this was a big movie, honestly. This is our first real team-up movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You know, a little bit of a team-up thing going on in Iron Man 2 and so forth, but I think this one is the first one where it's like they're all together, and you have no idea how excited I was for this to come out. And it's still in my top rankings of Marvel films, it's still in the top 2. Honestly, it's awesome. I love it. Yeah, there's a nitpick here and there, but honestly, nothing that is really knocking the score down on this one. But part of the series, what I like to do is just geek out about it, but also talk about the home formats that we were given. So there's an interesting story with the Best Buy Steelbook. Now, back in 2012, Best Buy was still relatively new with Steelbooks. In fact, they did it at a point where they actually sold you the Steelbook way before the movie came out. I think it was like $5 or something like that. And then you would go in, get your copy, that deposit would be put towards your movie, and then you get the movie, and there it goes. So you would still get a slipcover or an actual movie itself, like with the case and everything. But you basically just bought this separately. So in this case, it was just a standard steelbook. It wasn't like specifically geared towards like a 2D or 3D or anything. So of course, me being the collector, I did opt to go for the steelbook, obviously, as well as the 3D version. So basically what I did was, since this was empty, I included my 2D and my 3D copy in there. So as you can see, 3D disc is in there. There's the back of the original. So, and I have my original case and slipcover in storage, so I don't have that out or anything, but that's put away. And then, of course, we have the recently released 4K edition of the original Avengers. I have to say, I do still favor the original Steelbook a little bit more. It's very simplistic, but it tells you what you want to know. It's almost like, I think, pretty much a mirror of the one-sheet movie poster. This one, of course, we get characters all around or anything. There's nothing totally inspiring about it. The back's kind of cool, though. It's got the Tesseract and, it looks kind of nice. The picture quality, I feel, of the Avengers 4K absolutely is amazing. It was definitely a good upgrade, well worth the 4K upgrade if you're looking for that. Yeah, it's a good looking disc all around. So, and of course, I do like the 3D as well. This is one of those movies I jump back and forth between. So I'll go to 3D one time, and then I'll go to 4K or whatever. It looks great. It actually really does. Both steelbooks you can't go wrong with. But it was kind of a cool, time, back when it was like, oh, you just pick up the steelbook like months in advance, and then you can just get the movie when it came out. In fact, I think the steelbook came out shortly after the movie did in theaters, if I'm not mistaken. And then you had to wait like throughout the summer to get your copy of the disc itself. But yeah, it's awesome. It's an awesome thing to own in any format. It's a great looking disc in 4K, absolutely cool. So let's talk about the movie itself. Excuse me. So, yeah, Avengers unites the team. They're all like, together, getting ready to, Loki's come to Earth, ready to start some stuff. And, Tom Hiddleston, honestly, was probably one of the best things that happened to the MCU. He's just awesome in it, honestly. He makes a good foil. And I know they've kind of in later movies made him a bit more of an anti-hero. But, yeah, he's just cool. He's cool, and he's a great linchpin as far as the bad guy scene goes. And of course, we learn pretty much early on that he's not the one pulling the strings. That reveal at the end, though, wow, that just set my imagination on fire, and just the possibilities. I was like, are they really going for the Infinity Gauntlet? Are they really happy having this happen? It's an amazing thing to think that even now we have that storyline going on, and it's an excellent, couple movies, and I'm hoping Endgame just lives up to that promise from the original Avengers. Yes, so Tesseract, of course, is the main MacGuffin as far as things go. Again, from Captain America, the first Avenger, which we later learn is the Space Stone, as far as Infinity Stones go. There's a lot of fan moments in this movie, and there's a lot to love about the team up. There's a great dynamic. Thor, Chris Hemsworth of Thor is still looking a little, green as far as things go, but it feels like Chris Evans settled in very nicely as Captain America by this time. Scarlett Johansson is awesome as Black Widow. Jeremy Renner, he brought his A game. He was mostly under Loki's control as far as most of the movie goes, but it was good to see him when he was free of it. And of course, they make a nice callback to it in Age of Ultron. But yeah, and of course, Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk. I spoke very highly of Edward Norton back in The Incredible Hulk. I always felt he made a great Bruce Banner. And honestly, this movie didn't really do much to change that opinion. I still feel that Norton, at this point, was a better Banner. But Mark Ruffalo is awesome. He is great. He was a good replacement, as far as that goes. And of course, the Hulk. We get some great Hulk scenes in this. And, it was essentially Hulk's movie in a lot of ways. He was definitely the breakout star. Pretty much everybody thought so. But yeah, oh wow, just honestly, so much to love about this movie. Just the final, when the Chitauri are on Earth and they have that circling effect, they're panning around the heroes like that. Awesome moment. That was probably my favorite moment of the film, even though it was shown in the trailers and that kind of thing. But it was still a great call. Just something to rally the team. I think that was at their strongest point from then on. I feel is still their strongest point. I feel we're going to get another rally like that in Endgame. I really feel that's going to happen. I'll have to do a prediction video. Of course, those are just, fool's errands at this point. But just stuff I would love to see. I'll definitely be doing a video of stuff I want to see in Endgame. But yeah, so much fun. Avengers, the original, is awesome. There's so much to love about this. A lot of good moments. Joss Whedon, I feel, doesn't get enough credit for the movie. I think he, despite his problems with Marvel Brass and that kind of thing that would later rear up in Age of Ultron, I feel this was a great first effort. It sets the stage for a lot going on from Phase 2 onward. It's a good, very good movie as far as superheroes go. It is the superhero movie. We get that team up. We get a lot of great one-liners. Everybody has their moment. There's really, I don't feel like, other than Cap's uniform, I feel was a little too, almost borderline garish. But I think 98% of this movie worked, honestly. And I can't say that about most movies. This is just like my pure geek out movie. I geeked out through the whole thing. And of course, that end credit scene. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, leave in the comments below. What do you think of the original Avengers? Is it your favorite out of all of them, or are we getting into later movies for that? But let me know in the comments. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos daily. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.